The biggest mystery in Washington this morning is who the senior Trump aide behind the anonymous New York Times op-ed titled, "I am a part of the resistance inside the Trump administration." The Times is defending its decision to allow the author to contribute anonymously, saying their job would be in jeopardy if his or her identity were known. And last night, President Trump seemed to confirm that in a series of tweets. CBS's Laura Podesta has details.
Editorial, can you believe it? Anonymous, meaning gutless, a gutless editorial.
Shortly after reacting to the op-ed in the New York Times, President Trump tweeted a one-word question, treason, and called on the paper to turn over to the government the senior official who wrote the scathing piece.
We have somebody in what I call the failing New York Times that's talking about he's part of the resistance within the Trump administration. This is what we have to deal with.
In the op-ed, the author claims the president's impulsiveness results in half-baked, ill-informed, and occasionally reckless decisions, and that unsung heroes have gone to great lengths to keep bad decisions contained to the West Wing.
This is what all of us have understood to be the situation from day one.
Members of Congress say they're not surprised by what was written.
Those of us who've been around him in moments when he's lost it understand that you don't want to be in the room and hear what he has to say. And God forbid, be in the room when he's about to make a terrible decision that will hurt this country.
A New York Times spokesperson said the op-ed, quote, adds significant value to the public's understanding of what is going on in the Trump administration from someone who is in a position to know. Laura Podesta, CBS News.
The op-ed came a day after reports of a new book by Bob Woodward titled Fear expressed similar efforts by the staff to tame the president's actions. President Trump called the book a work of fiction multiple times yesterday.